But as a follower of Christ, as one who has put their profession before God and said, I identify with you, that now I am a Christian, meaning that I am Christ-like. Christ has never been about us blending in. He says following me means that you need to respond to life and relate to people like I did. And he says you need to realize this: when you live a sacrificial life, there are some things you just got to give up. None of us want to do that, because there's sometimes you just got to stop doing certain things in your life. You got to stop going to certain places. That means that sometimes you got to let some people go. You got to let them go, because look, to some people will keep you trapped and entangled in a life of sin, and you're not mentally or spiritually mature enough to keep your flesh under control. You start, when he come around and when she comes around, you start getting the can't help it, and you start doing some things that you should not be doing, and start going places where you ought not be going, and start touching on people that you ought not be touching, because you ain't ready for that yet. And your testimony gets all jacked up because you are blending in because everybody else is doing it and you're not standing for God. You have not learned how to die to some things yet, including yourself and other people, and you have not learned to truly submit your lives over to God. Can I move? I love this because Paul reminds us in Romans 12, and I'm just going to deal with 2a. Paul just says that, and do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Again, I love the NLT, because the NLT puts it this way. It says, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world. Talking about this worldly system, the worldly structure, and let God transform you into a new person by changing how you think. Conform refers to assuming an outward expression that does not reflect or line up with the complexity on how God has made you and fastened you. Let me tell you something, young people, you were called to be different. You were called to be set apart. You were called to be a stranger and an alien as it relates to this world. What that means is your complexity should not allow you to live in such a manner that people can't tell the difference between you and the unsaved in this world. Somebody out there, see, that's why I don't like church. That's why I don't like church. They're always trying to bring me down. God is just a cosmic killjoy. I can't do nothing. Young people. Let me tell you something. It's cool. It's cool to be young. It's cool to want to have a good time. It's cool to want to have fun. It's cool to want to enjoy life. That's cool. But the question is, how far are you willing to go? The question on the table is, how far are you willing to go? Who or what determines how far you will go? Is it you? With your moral compass and your feelings and how you view the word of God and how you view life? Is it your friends? Because sometimes friends can be like crabs in a bucket, always trying to pull you down. Because if you leave me, then I'm going to have to do my dirt by myself. Or do you dare to be different and leave your friends? But is it your boyfriend or your girlfriend? Is how you judging what's too far. With their hormones, and all they want is satisfaction in the flesh. And you are the object to get their desires fulfilled. Is it society Is it the news? Is it social media? Is it your social media accounts that lets you know how far is too far? When everybody else is sipping on lean and smoking gas and puffing on trees and cussing, fussing, sexing and sexting and living out of control, when do you take a stand and say, I can't be a part of that? I don't want to be a part of that because I realize that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I can't take part of that because God told me that I'm designed and I am complex. Are you the one in the crowd that's different and that wants to be set apart? The one that wants to be non-compromising because you know what God has done for you and how he has taken you and he has handcrafted you. Because the world will tell you that there are no limits, that anything goes. You need to just go do what feels right to you, and hey, do however you want to do, whoever you want to do, when you want to do it, because look, it's your right for you to live however you want to live and express yourself, girl. When you dare to be different, you are saying you realize that God only wants the best for me. When you dare to be different and you stand against the crowd, when you tune out the whispers, when you don't just live to please and gratify your flesh, you start to realize that God only wants the best for me. He wants to see you prosper. He wants to see that your future is bright. But the world is under Satan's control, and they only want you to live for the moment because, hey, if you live for the moment, you won't worry about the consequences down the line. Yeah, consequences can be good or bad. Can be negative or positive. Consequences can show up right at the moment when you do whatever it is that you want to do, but sometimes consequences will rear its head way, way down the line. When you dare to be different, Satan wants to take you out. He understands what God has put inside you. When you dare to be different, Satan takes that bait, that unique bait, that bait that's only for you, that bait how he knows to get into the crevices of your life and satisfy your flesh and give you what is pleasing in your own eyes. He takes that and he gives it to you at that moment, at that weakest moment in your life. But what's Satan? Oh Lord, Satan's crafty. Satan's crafty because he'll give you that bait. And at that moment, things feel good. But you got to understand this trick about Satan. Satan will never show you the end of the story. Oh, it feels good right now. Sin can be fun. Let's keep it real. Sin can be satisfying. Let's keep it real. In the moment, in the flesh, sin can make you lose your mind. And Satan has a way of coming at you with the right bait at the right time. Satan, he knows. He knows just what to put on that hook for you. You like muscles? He'll send you some muscles. If you like some pow, 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 it's summertime, fellas. Summertime's coming, fellas. Summertime. Some of y'all don't need to go outside. Put your shades on because Satan is coming at you.